Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Niels from CSAPH, coming at you live from the new graduate student cafe space, having a little cup of coffee this Friday evening. I just wanted to send out a little webcast to give a little more instructions on how to engage with the materials. I realize we just threw a bunch of links at you, and it might have not been the most useful thing, but I'm just going to go step by step through on the Facebook page, and I'll share my screen so you can see it. Sweet. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. If not, I'll have to make this thing again. But if you go to the events page, let me find it first. I'm going to have to find it through CSAPH. Yeah, so if you go to the events page, you can find the link to the piazza. It should be pinned on the top here as one of the first comments. And this is all the material from the first day, and I've tried to make it as structured as possible. But I'll just go step by step through if you wanted to get some last minute coding in for tonight, you know. Yay, fun Friday. So yeah, let's see. So I'd suggest going to the GitHub page first. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but the GitHub course materials are here. I'm assuming you've already downloaded R in RStudio. If not, you can follow the links also on the Piazza page. Internet's getting slow. Yeah, so the links to R and RStudio are here. You can follow them and download them, and download the version for your operating system. So I'm assuming most of you have either Macs or maybe Windows PC or Linux. So all of those distributions should be on those things. Yeah, so jumping to the GitHub course materials, you can download all of it. That link should take you to this page, and you can click this download button, download zip, and just unzip it like so. And then toss the file in somewhere that's accessible. You can leave it in the downloads page, but I'm going to throw it into my desktop for now. Okay, so you can't see that. I'm going to reshare my screen, the entire screen. Hopefully this doesn't break. Oh God, okay. That's like the endless mirror. I don't know how to do this now. I'm just going to minimize. Okay, cool. So that should be working. So yeah, inside the unzipped file should be all of the stuff, including stuff that we didn't follow for the first day. But I would suggest going to this file, day 1 R lesson code. So this is what it looks like on GitHub. You can see here's the code that we went through. But you can actually also access this through here. And if you can find it, let's see, R lesson R. So if you double click, or actually, don't double click, see if you can open RStudio straight from here. As Dan said, don't open it from your dialog box or whatever this is. Open it from this page and open RStudio from there. And so that ensures that your working environment is in this directory. So you don't have to worry about the location of files and stuff. Okay, so if you just wanted to code through the basic stuff that we went through in day 1, it's all here. I would suggest keeping this open and doing something like opening a file up, your first R script. So again, that's you press the little plus button and then open up an R script. I don't know what the most efficient way of doing this is, but I'm going to do this. So in my limited screen space, I'm just going to open this with another text editor. I use Sublime, makes it look nice and fancy, but you can really use just any text editor. So you can open it up on TextEdit. Boop, boop, boop. And it should open. Okay, cool. My editor is a little more colorful, so I'll use that for here. But what I would suggest if you want to sort of do this remedial course on your own time is that you do something like this. So hopefully y'all can still see my screen. Yeah, okay. So you can start here. So I'm going to do get working directory. Let's see what that outputs. Okay, so I'm in the right directory, so I didn't have to run this first line of code. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, so then I would suggest just like typing through it, even though you can just copy and paste, just because it's really good to get that muscle memory going for typing, I guess, if you're not like super comfortable yet. So yeah, we can explain all of this later, but basically what I did was I loaded in the file called inflammation1, and just to get better understanding, it's here. So the file is actually in this directory called, users Neil's desktop all the way to the software directory. So I did that, and then since we really love pizza, this is the first sort of exercise in variable assignment. So so there's the pizza variable, and I can call it again and just print it out. So it's 55. I can do operations on it. I can add one. So this thing actually doesn't do anything, and it just spits out the result. So if we could look at pizza again, it's still 55. I can also get rid of the variable, and so it gets rid of it in my environment. And yeah, I would suggest working through the comments. These are comments, by the way. If you hashtag, put a hashtag in the beginning, all of this stuff here after the hashtag or # won't execute as code. So yeah, I would just go through this, and if you have any questions, obviously next week you can ask. Next week, tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Saturday morning, bright and early. Be there at 9 a.m. for breakfast. And yeah, there's all this code here that you can run through. This is the function section, and within the feasible time span of like this evening or tomorrow morning, you can probably get through this if you worked at it. Again, I would just run the code, and hopefully everything works out. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll answer any questions that you have. If you're super ambitious, you can look at some other stuff. So again, back to this file on GitHub. So if you go to the 00-software, there are a lot more exercises on here that we never actually got to. The stuff that we did get to is in this 000R lesson. So this one is how to make a markdown file. So this actually is HTML, and this one is HTML. So this is like the rendering of that page. And so if you open this file in your browser, it should look something like this. And it's just a nice way to present your code, if you're ever in that position. And I'll stop talking I can go on forever about this, and there's a lot to talk about. So I'll end it here. Hopefully this has been sort of helpful. I'll be posting this up on Facebook, and so it'll be up on YouTube first, but I'll link it up. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll see everyone tomorrow, and if not, hopefully this has been a good launching point for you in your R journeys. Okay.